Can you bloody stop? You're in the background of the video. Right then. YouTube control panel. Selection. Stream. Boom! Right then, go live. Let's go! Hello, welcome. What? Replacement, Enzo. That's currently what the team is looking like. Hello, Fizzy, how we doing? Semenyo Anderson. Semenyo, if you have him, for sure. Yeah, good mate, good. You looking forward to Gameweek 5? You looking set up? Yo, hello, how we doing? Will Isak start today? I think it's basically a 50-50. I think he could start. I think he could start up front and then just get subbed off in sort of the, I would say, around the 60th minute. Watkins captain? Not for me. Sunderland are actually a decent defence and Villa have been absolutely awful. So I think it's fine having him and I'm not going to sell him this week, but not the best captaincy shout. Which three strikers should I have? No Haaland. I think João Pedro, Gyökeres look good, and then someone like Mateta or Wood. Or even Ilson, he looks good as well. Is Robert Sanchez playing? I hope so. I don't think the rotation will come in just yet. I don't think he's played enough games to be rotated, to be honest. Kudus, Enzo or Cash? I'm currently going for Enzo, if you mean like bring them in. But yeah, I'd still go Enzo. I have a bench of Petrovic, Grealish, Burn and Goodmanson. Should I bench boost? Yeah, I don't think that's a bad bench boost, to be honest. Both Mateta and Wood up front, good options. Yeah, I think so. Really good options this week. Move out the what? I'm not sure what that means. Should I double up on the Spurs defence? Yeah, I mean, I think they've been defending really well recently, haven't they? So, quite possibly a good shot. Do you think Ekitike will play? I think it's a toss-up between him and Gakpo, isn't it, really? Or Isak, obviously, the free rotating. Who do I think's the best captain this week? I think probably Mo Salah against Everton is the best captain. But equally, someone like João Pedro is a good captain as well. Diouf or Murillo? Murillo's probably injured still, isn't he? So I'd probably go Diouf. But I'd start Murillo, and then if he doesn't come on, play Diouf. Yo, Renko, how's it going? Haaland or Semenyo captain? I just don't think Haaland's a great captain this week. Obviously, Haaland any week is a decent captain, but he's not brilliant. Renko, thank you for the gift, mate. Show the team. I'll show the team at 5k likes. So if you run the like button up, there's 137 of you in here right now. So I'm sure that won't be hard. Wood, Pedro, what was that? Wood, Pedro or Salah captain? I think it's between Pedro or Salah for me. I don't think I'd go Wood captain. Wood or Ekitike? I think also it's doubtful that Ekitike will get a lot of minutes, but also Wood probably won't get a lot of minutes, so you can go for either of them really. What do you think the best game week for a wild card is in general. I think if your team doesn't look great and you don't have Haaland, I think next week or game week 8 look good if you can survive until game week 8, but it's probably just worth to go next week. That's probably what I'm going to do. And then game week 13 also looks good, sort of later on in the season. Who's my captain this week? It's looking like Mo Salah's at my likely captain this week, I think. And remember, if your question isn't getting answered in the TikTok chat because it's going so fast, jump over to YouTube. The link is in my bio and I'll 100% of the time be able to answer your question. Who should I take out, Njai or Wirtz? Wirtz. I think Njai I'm looking to bring in, so I wouldn't be taking him out. Should I play Cucurella or Konsa? I'd probably start Cucurella if you haven't, to be honest. Best captaincy choice out of Haaland, Mateta and Wood? Probably Mateta, I would say, out of those. I mean, it's close. Oh, thank you for the follow, mate. Zoe Nichols over on YouTube. What are you saying? Sells or Henderson? I'd probably go with Henderson out of those two, to be honest. Can you let me know if you can hear me in the chat as well, by the way, on YouTube? Raya or Dubravka? Raya. I mean, this week maybe Dubravka, but in general, I mean, I would just play Raya, I think. Right, you all need to remind me to save my team this week, because I didn't save it properly last week, and I need to bench boost. Semenyo cap, I don't think it's a brilliant week. Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you, Zoe. Zoe, you get free reign of all the questions right now, so feel free to ask whatever you want. Best £7 million midfielder this week. I think someone like Enzo Fernandez, I think, is top. Paqueta's good. Maybe Ndiaye, even though he has Liverpool, or Grealish, still okay. Salah triple captain for me. You're crazy. Fernandez, Palmer, Semenyo for the next 3 game weeks. Yeah, I think they're good. Any Liverpool leaks? Not just yet, but I will let you know if I get any. Caicedo or Kudus? Probably Caicedo, to be honest. Torn between Salah and Semenyo captain and whether to start Gabriel. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, isn't it, really? Because I think Salah's probably the best captain out of those two. Obviously, Semenyo's also a brilliant captain. But I would also... it's hard on Gabriel because Arsenal are so good. And it was such a close game against Liverpool that I'd probably err towards starting him. Just because they'll probably lock out Man City very well. Isak triple captain, not this week, mate. And Jai or Johnson? I don't think Johnson's a great pick just because of the rotation risk. If Njai's fit, which I think he is, then I think he's probably the better pick, even though they're playing Liverpool. Concert or Nico Williams? I like Nico Williams, to be fair, this week. Obviously, I don't like Nico Williams as a pick in general right now, but... Haaland or Salah captain this week? I think personally for me it would be Salah just because of how good defensively Arsenal are. But it's up to you, obviously. Do you think Villa will recover form? I think they have to at some point, right? And I'm just hoping this week's the week. Luke Elliott over on YouTube says, I've got an injured Sarr and some money in the bank. Is it worth bringing someone like Semenyo or Enzo in if you only have one free transfer? Would mean Reinders is moving to the bench. Cheers. Yeah, 100%. That's kind of what I've done other than I'm bench boosting this week. I think if you can get Semenyo, go for it 100%. Just go for Semenyo. But Enzo is probably the second best pick and that's who I've gone for. Right, I'm not going to overthink this week and just go and lock in my team now. So let's do that. You can see me do it over on YouTube. So YouTube, let me know if I save my team, and if I don't, then please get me to. So there we go. Bench boost, play. Do I need to save that, or does that just do it? Yeah. Okay, that's the bench boost. I think it's a decent bench boost. Let me know what you think in the chat. Thanks, Legend. No worries, Luke, mate. Thanks for joining the YouTube chat. And as always, YouTube get 100%, get their questions answered 100% of the time. So jump over there if you do have any questions. Roger's captain, not for me. Also, actually, let me check my vice captain. Who's my vice captain? João Pedro. Perfect. My captain is currently Mo Salah. Is Rodgers a good shout? Not for me. I don't think he's that brilliant. Would you start Dubravka instead of Sanchez? No, I would start Sanchez, definitely. And then if he doesn't play, you'll just get Dubravka, right? You think Ekitike starts? I think he most likely does, because he was dropped in the last game. But if Slot just goes with the same team, then he will be dropped, right? What's your full team? Show us at the moment. I'll show you at 5k likes. We're almost there. Destroyer Bros over on YouTube says, just joined. I presume we haven't got any leaks. As always, no leaks at the minute. They're really few and far between at the minute, aren't they? With the new deadline. Team Major, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. Ekitike definitely starts. Do you reckon, is that a leak, or do you just think that he does? Let's go to Twitter, have a quick look. Why wouldn't Sanchez play? Just because Enzo Maresca basically was saying in his press conference that Sanchez needs to be rotated, but I don't think it will be just yet. So I think you're fine if you have Sanchez right now. Semenyo, what was that? Semenyo for captain. Not for me, just because Newcastle actually looked quite good, to be honest, in the Champions League. But go for it if you'd like to. Can't see any leaks just yet, so should leave that for now. Start Senesi or Gabriel? I'd start Senesi, I think, just because he's most likely to get defensive contributions and he has an easier fixture. Gakpo to start? I personally think Ekitike will start, but I'm not sure. Yeah, fair. I just think Man United will score at home. Yeah, I mean, Man United can't score anywhere at the minute, so I don't know. But we'll see. Will Baker says Mateta captain. Go for it, mate. If you really need a differential, then yeah, why not? Right, let's run some quick polls over in TikTok. So, quick poll. So, blue sad face if you would captain João Pedro, red happy face if you were captain Mo Salah. So, Mo Salah happy face, João Pedro sad face. Let me know who you would captain if you had them both. Xavi or Kudus? I think Xavi will probably be the best pick in general. But right now I'd probably go for Kudus just for the minutes. Gravel Matoma? Yeah, I think Matoma's probably slightly better. Always very close. Remember, happy face for Mo Salah captain, sad face for João Pedro captain. Verts or NDI? NDI, I'd say. Maybe for this week, Verts, but in general. Show the team, bro. We've got 900 more likes to get. At 5k likes, I'll show the team. Should I play Murillo or Senesi? I'd probably just... I mean, you could just start Murillo, and then if he doesn't play, you just get Senesi off the bench. Buemo captain, mate, go for it. It's a bit crazy, but I kind of like it. Haaland or Palmer captain? I'd maybe prefer Palmer, but I mean, Haaland's always a decent captain. Luke Elliott over on YouTube says Forest are looking pretty troubled right now. Might be worth a double on Dubravka for a gamble on Dubravka for some differential. Yeah, go for it, mate, if you feel like it. Adam F says Wirtz or NDI. Yeah, I think, as I just mentioned there, I think this week you could go for either, but Njai in general is the better pick. What do you think Liverpool's front three was going to be? I think it'll probably be Ekitike, Isak and Salah. It obviously could just be Gakpo, Isak and Salah, or Gakpo, Ekitike and Salah, but I think Ekitike, Isak and Salah will be the one. Although I feel like they'd rather bring on someone like Isak or Ekitike, Arne Slot would, so I'm not sure. Struggling with my team, let me know what you're struggling. If you need 100% of the time your question answered, jump over to my YouTube live stream. I'll answer over there. Wood captain today. DBLD, thank you for the gifts over on TikTok. Wood captains today, not for me, mate. Even though he's obviously got a great fixture. Burnley on bad defensively. Will Barnes start for Newcastle? I have no idea. Tired. Am I cooked with Triple Forest? Not against Burnley. You're cooked in general, but not against Burnley, I don't think. Is it worth banking on Haaland and Reinders? No. Who's everyone's captain? I just ran a poll then, and Salah was the most heavily captained player out of Salah or JP. Thoughts on Kevin? I think he'll start to be a good asset. I've heard lots of good things, but I wouldn't be going there just yet. I think we need to see a little bit more. Raya or Dubravka? I mean, if you want to gamble, you can just go for Dubravka, but obviously Raya is in the better defence. Do you think Isak will play today? I think he definitely could start. I could see him starting. Oh man, I needed confirmation bias. I didn't want to see Salah blank. It will be a long week as a Liverpool fan. Yeah, 100%, but I just don't think... I think Wood, with Igor, Jesus, whatever his name is, playing most of the minutes in the Cup, I think Wood will definitely start, but I again think he just gets dragged off at 60 minutes, so I don't think he's a captainable player. And also I think it's just enough that you have Wood, right? He's going to be a major differential anyway, so you don't need to captain him to gain loads of points if he does well. What's the team? How many likes are we at? 6k. Let's have a look at the team then. That's the current team, and we're bench boosting, so you'll get everyone there. Pedro captain, I like it, but I like Salah just a little bit more, I think. Captaincy, I'm leaning towards Joao over Salah. I think the chat is saying Salah. Most people said they would captain Salah over Joao Pedro, but I think Joao Pedro is definitely the second best option. So I'll just flip a coin, or whoever you want to captain, obviously. The only thing is Joao Pedro won't have penalties when Palmer's playing, and Salah will always have penalties, so just think about that. Ekitike or Gakpo? I think Ekitike will start. I think, but obviously Gakpo could start. Glenn Ryan over on YouTube says Senesi or Ronaldo. I don't even know who that is. But I would go for Senesi in general. He's the best for defensive contribution points, so I would go for him. Does Isak start? Should we have a quick look on Twitter again, see if we've got any leaks? No leaks so far. Lots of Semenyo captainers. Lots of Salah captainers. Oh, there's one Watkins captain. That's a bit crazy. Salah captain for Praz. Salah captain. Yeah, lots of Salah captains I'm seeing. So he's probably the safest option this week. Palmer or Isak? Palmer, I think, this week. Ollie over on YouTube says, should I captain Wood, Haaland, Salah or Mateta? I would say in my order it would go Salah, Mateta, Haaland, Wood, I think. Mateta captain, I'm prepared for it to go horribly wrong. Respectable. If you know that you're prepared for it, then nothing wrong with it. Got 10 minutes to get your team locked in. Captain Semenyo or Pedro? I think honestly Semenyo is a fine captain, but I think Pedro is probably slightly better, and then Salah's even better than that. So I think Salah, Pedro, Semenyo and Watkins are my three favourite captains. Who's my captain? Mo Salah. Virgil captain? Not for me. Why are people not captaining Palmer against Man United? It's so weird. I think because most people don't have Palmer, right? But if you do have him, then I think that's a good option. Start as Steve over Reinders. I'd still probably start Reinders, to be honest. Pedro or Van de Ven? Pedro. Oh, as in Pedro Porro, do you mean? I'd probably, if you're bringing them in, Van de Ven, but if you have them, probably just go with Porro. Reinders, Juve or Njai to start? Maybe Juve or Njai, props. Who's the best striker to play this week? Probably João Pedro is the best one, then Mateta, then Wood, I'd say. Obviously Haaland's always going to be good, but it's the worst fixture for him. Senesi or Ronaldo? Yeah, Senesi again. Yeah, Glenn, I answered that a second ago on the YouTube. Thank you for the follow, mate. Sorry, I missed your name. Lucas over on YouTube says, hey mate, which defender would you bench out of Pedro Porro, Williams, Anderson or Konsa? Ooh, I would probably bench Konsa, I'm going to say. That's a good defence to have and a good problem to have. Szoboszlai or Wirtz? I think Wirtz is still probably better than Szoboszlai. I know Szoboszlai's been better in general, but I think it's coming for Wirtz. He's due. Haaland, Palmer. Oh, I missed that, sorry. Ekitike or Semenyo? Semenyo this week. What do you think of Isak's debut on form in the Champions League? Is he worth bringing in? I don't think he's worth bringing in just yet. We need to see him get consistent starts, and he will get consistent starts at some point. But I think he looks really good. Should I bench Diouf? I mean, he's good to play, so it depends who you'd be benching for Diouf. I triple captain Wood. Good luck, teammate. 8 minutes left until 8 minutes left until the deadline, so make sure you get locked in. Milenkovic or Pedro Porro? Milenkovic probably this week. Can I see the team? Yeah, I'll show the team at 10k likes if we get up there. Salah or Mateta? Salah for me. How crazy is captaining Gabby against City? Maybe defensive points and a header. Someone say do it. No, definitely not. Lucas says, loving the YouTube streams. Thank you, mate. I'm glad you're loving it and I'm glad you're joining. And he also says, yeah, thought to do it with the Sunderland fixture. Was thinking of a bench boost maybe. I already own Tarkovsky and Jai on the bench. Now Konsa as well. Problem is Dubravka versus Forest. I mean, I would also say Njai and Tarkovsky are also problems, so I probably wouldn't bench boost that, but you never know, you could do, Everton could do well in the derby. AK over on YouTube says, Reinders for Grealish, is that a good choice? Probably not this week. Honestly, I'd probably rather go with Grealish this week. Isak starting, not sure. Best keeper for the next 3 weeks? Oh, that's a good question. I haven't really thought about keepers. I still think Sanchez is a good option. Frimpong, Tonali or Richarlison? Frimpong. No worries, Lucas, mate. Good luck for this week. Thank you for joining. Start Johnson or Atara? I'd probably start Dango, to be fair. Does Richarlison start? No idea. The rotation in that Spurs team's been a bit crazy recently, isn't it? Start Juve or Conser? I'd probably start Juve. Pedro Porro, vice-captain, Wood or Mateta? What, are you captaining Pedro Porro? Is that what you say? That's a bit crazy. Kudus or Xavi? I'd probably say that I would like... Honestly, I would just go for Xavi. He's probably got less minutes, but I think he's a good pick. Captain Salah or JP? Salah, I think, for me. Cheers, I swapped out Reinders and put in Grealish earlier. Need points to not do a forfeit. Oh no, what's the forfeit, AK? Would you put Gabriel in with Reinders as well? I'd probably prefer Gabriel than Reinders, to be honest, if that makes it any easier. Van de Ven in or Gabby versus City? Probably Van de Ven. I mean, like not a transfer in, but to play him over Gabby, I would probably do that. Watkins captain? Not for me. With their form, Sunderland are actually pretty good defensively, or are playing pretty well defensively anyway at the minute. So I wouldn't go for him. We've got 4 minutes left until the deadline, by the way. So make sure to get your teams locked in. Well, would you put Gabriel in with... Oh no, sorry. I've got Njai on the bench. As in, you could definitely start Njai over Reinders. I would definitely do that, 100%. Rose and flowers to a Mackey's worker on a car bonnet. What? Oh, that's the forfeit. I was so confused then. Nice. Vicario or Raya? Probably Vicario this week. Bruno F or Anderson? Bruno F. He's a penalty taker, so I'd always go with Bruno. Do you think captain Semenyo JP or Palmer? Probably Palmer over all of those. Is the game postponed for Liverpool? Let me have a look. I doubt it. I haven't seen anything on Twitter, so I don't think so. No, haven't seen anything about it being... show that team, you got 10k, you've been smashing that like button. There's the team. I'm bench boosting this week, so I will have everyone playing. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to check on my phone actually. Right, I'm just going to quickly check my team saved on my phone. Let's have a look. Pick team. Yep, bench boost is active. Salah's captain, João Pedro. All good in the hood. Perfect. We're all locked in. Make sure you get locked in. You got like a minute left, basically. I've captain Guehi and VCD Semenyo could do well. Vice captain's Semenyo should do well. Yeah, nice. I mean, I don't like the captain, but fair's AK, mate. I rate it. Dubravka or Sanchez? I'd still say Sanchez is probably the better pick this week. Captain Haaland or Semenyo? I think I'd probably go for Semenyo. Hey. Show my midfield. We've got Reinders, Enzo, Rogers, Salah, and Bruno F. Dubravka or Raya? Toss up, really. If you want to go a bit riskier, go for Dubravka. Senesio Lacroix. Haaland, João Pedro or Salah captain? I think Salah's just the best captain this week. Guehi, Milenkovic, Van de Ven bench one, probably. I don't know, probably maybe Van de Ven. That's a hard one. Is Caicedo good or bad? Good. He's a good pick at the minute. There we go. The deadline is locked in. Honestly, Hindoya, is that how you say your name? That was you could have done anything there, so you're all good, whatever you chose. Good luck for the game week. Right, let's do a quick score prediction. Let's do the Merseyside derby. I'm going to type in the YouTube chat what I think the score is going to be. And then first one to get it wins. But you have to be over on my YouTube chat. So go join now if you want to guess the score. But for everyone in my YouTube chat currently, then go and guess it. 2, I would definitely go to my YouTube chat right now. Early kickoff curse, Salah captain was risky. Yeah, 100% it is risky. But I think it's probably objectively the best. If you get rid of Gandhi curses, I think he's probably objectively the best captain this week. What is my FPL season points made? It's not good at all. I don't even want to think about my points. But I'm sure there are FPL managers that are doing just as bad as me at the minute, so we can all cry together for a few weeks. Patricia, thank you for the follow. Tell us your points is bad after the deadline. Well, no, I mean, you can take my advice or not. It doesn't matter at all. If you were following me, you would know how it's going this season. Who's your captain choice? Salah this week. Yeah, no one's guessed the Liverpool score in the chat just yet, so head over to there if you want to guess the score. Fave FPL streamer besides yourself. What, my fave? I've got loads of TikTokers that I love to watch. Everyone in my content creator league, and you can watch my videos on that in my on my profile. All of those I absolutely love. Show my team. There's the team. Why is everyone picking Anderson? You just got 10 points, mate. Is Truffett a decent shout? No idea who that is. Is Salah a good choice for captain? Yeah, good choice, mate, if you've done that. Right then, we'll move it over to the TikTok live stream as well. What do you think the score's going to be for the Liverpool-Everton Merseyside derby? Spam your scores in the comments. First one to get what I've picked wins. Who's my captain? Mo Salah. 3-1 Liverpool, Mikel, first person to actually guess, and you got it right. Sorry, Zoe, over on YouTube. Good guess, but not the one that I've gone for. Albie followed. Thank you very much, Albie, for the follow. 2-1. Right then, I'm going to have to jump off the live stream. Thank you very much all for joining the YouTube chat and the TikTok chat. We've basically been over 100 viewers the whole time, which is brilliant. Good luck for FPL Game Week 5, and I'll see you hopefully for the deadline of FPL Game Week 6. Thank you very much. Don't leave. Sorry, mate, I've got to leave. Mick, thank you for the follow. If you're not following, by the way, and you want to watch these live streams every week, then make sure to drop a follow right now, literally right now, just before I jump off. But thank you very much for everyone joining. And thank you very much for everyone joining the YouTube live stream. I know you'll see this a little bit late, but I really do appreciate you all joining the YouTube lives. If you're not subscribed already, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to do one video a week. Wasn't able to do it this week, but I will get a video out next week. But yeah, thank you all for joining.